Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bozard Ford Studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have the King Street Bridge officially starting construction in 2026. A former local NASCAR driver plans motorsports megaplex. We've got development plan near Shands Bridge. I lost my spot. And St. Johns County plans for inaugural legislative day in 2026. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We've got Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, BNS Science, Chiba Hut, Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can find us on YouTube. Help us reach that goal of 2,000 subscribers. Rumble is up, and you can follow us there as well. Facebook stars are another great way to support us, and our app is back in the Apple App Store. Download it today. All right. Good morning.
Hey, it is the weekend.
It is.
Whew.
I'm excited. Pressure release. Friday.
Okay.
And you don't have to go to South Carolina.
Yeah, but I kind of wish I was, because
Yeah.
this is the best weekend for me to go, because next weekend's a busy weekend for me, and then the weekend after that's pretty rough, and then it gets really crazy, and then we're into Sing Out Loud, and then, oh, no.
Football season.
Yeah, exactly. So this would have been the weekend to go.
Yeah. I'm
So,
sorry.
Unfortunately, the part didn't come in. It's an older RV, and it's a discontinued part, so we've had a tough time finding it. So.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right.
Sorry to bring that up.
Yeah.
How you doing, Blake?
It happens. You can add the SH later.
Yeah.
I'm doing great back here. I'm doing great.
Peter?
Yeah, Peter?
Yeah.
Nice. I like that you've censored the chin. That's probably the best move. It's a family show after all.
Yes.
Do we have a question of the day, Troy?
All right, a question of the day is, what historic figure do you think deserves more credit? Like this person did so much and then it's like, hardly known.
Yeah. So I want to say Calvin Coolidge just to annoy you.
That would.
But I'll say Nikola Tesla.
Okay, good one.
Because-
he was on my list.
Yeah, I mean, everyone goes Edison. And we teach Edison in school, in children's books on, on virtues
but
and
the
values.
electrical grid we actually use is Tesla's, not Edison.
Edison lost.
Yeah.
It was Tesla and Westinghouse. But Edison was the one that knew all the politicians, and he knew all the people in power. And the more research I've done on Edison, he seems like he's kind of a sociopath, and people are terrified.
He was kind of a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
he was kind of that person.
Justice for Tesla.
Yeah, I think Edison's probably the one who gets too much credit.
Yes. For sure.
Definitely in that situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely in that situation.
What do you think, Blake?
Blake, what do you think as far as historic figures?
I'm just underrated. Like I know a lot of people are probably going to. Jeez, it's kind of hard to say because when thinking about like great people, like they already like come to mind already. So I'm just trying to think about like who's someone that I haven't like thought about. So I'm just gonna say Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, because because like a lot of people probably think about the peanut
as a president, he was weak.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a human being, he was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just so I can see from your point of view that one.
Especially with like Habitat for Humanity, I think I do think his legacy was saved because of that.
Yeah. And I think, I got a couple people in mind. I mean, when I think about presidents, I think about Grant, Ulysses S. Grant, because a lot of people don't, Lincoln gets the credit for the Civil War. Grant kind of stabilized the North. And then Reconstruction was an absolute failure until Grant went in. So Grant, as far as the president goes, Grant and then Eisenhower, two guys that basically saved us in war and stabilized the country. So those two, as far as presidents go, stick out in my mind. But I mean, I think I'm going back to, like, we don't hear a whole lot about Sir Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
All right. But he's kind of the one who created science. I mean, I mean, it was already there, but he's the one who woke people up to it.
Yeah.
And like, if you talk to any scientist or any physicist or anybody out there in the world, he's the one people give the most credit to.
Yeah.
But outside the science world, it's
the general lexicon, it's the apple.
Yeah, the apple fell on his head and he discovered it gravity. No,
And that
that
completely divorces all of his intellect from his work.
Way more
Because
than
then
that.
it's just, okay, an accident happened and he noticed.
Yeah, because I mean, just because it was on Schoolhouse Rock that way, he did much more. So I mean, I think as far as historic, like, discoveries and where it's at and stuff like that, I think he's the one who probably gets the least amount of credit for the massive amount that he brought together.
Yeah.
So I mean, even the Teslas and the Edisons probably don't exist without Sir Isaac Newton.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I think, I know it's a boring answer because it's a science answer, and science is never really exciting.
I already gave a science answer.
Yeah, you did too.
I mean, we're
But Tesla,
nerds.
people associate with the car now, so
Yeah.
so it's a little more modern.
Which
science.
kind of, it makes it even worse for Tesla because he had nothing to do with that. It's not his company.
Yeah.
So it's just his name applied to a product that now people have mixed feelings about because of the owner of the company.
But it gave him a revived
interest.
sense of history. You know, the car gave him a revived sense of history because a lot of people might not even know who Nikola Tesla is if it wasn't for the car company.
Yeah, that's true.
So, so I want to see some of the people's answers out there. So,
yeah, I think Imitation Game also gave sort of a revival to who Alan Turing was, and Alan Turing is sort of the progenitor of computers and the internet. And so, I wouldn't know his name without the movie Imitation Game. So, yeah. Cool question. All right, now it's time for a quick check the weather.
It's still hot, still muggy, still might rain.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or an after-work unwind. Just relax, sit by the glass in a serene courtyard setting, and enjoy live music Thursday through Sunday, open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, it's the Blake's traffic report.
Traffic's looking great.
Yeah, it is.
It's looking great. Sun's
Sparsely
out.
populated and moving. That's what we like to see.
Sparsely populated, live, but still a little bit of truckers on the road, and just make sure you are going the speed limit.
The color balance on the cameras has been better this week too.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, that hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, Flagler's historic hotel, and the Fountain of Youth. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. Moving into the news. Former NASCAR driver's $200 million motorsports megaplex. That's a lot. The plan breezes through the I can't say it.
Hold on, here, I got you.
Former NASCAR drivers,
Amanda, take two.
$200 million motorsports megaplex plan breezes past first flag. There we go. You had a brilliant pun for NASCAR, and I blew it. I'm sorry, Blake. A $200 million motorsports and tourism complex could soon be coming to Putnam County, and backers say it would be a major economic engine for the region. The project, proposed by St. Augustine-based Scott Legacy Racing and Mosler Industries, cleared its first hurdle Wednesday night with a unanimous approval from the Putnam County Planning Commission. It now heads to county commissioners for a final decision. Plans call for a high-end driver training and test track, car storage facilities, recreational space, first responder training areas, a race museum, and the county's first four-star hotel. The 443-acre site borders the Palatka-Kay Larkin Airport, chosen for both accessibility and noise considerations. Led by a Palatka native and former NASCAR driver Scott Legacy Sr. and son Scott Legacy Jr., the project could generate an estimated $20 million a year for the local economy and open as soon as 2027. Community leaders, including Sheriff Gator Deloach, voiced strong support, and residents say the development could bring much-needed jobs and growth. The Legacies say their goal is to keep the business close to home and keep the revenue here in Putnam County. All right, I made it through.
You did. You made
All
it
right.
through. That's a big project.
A motorsports megaplex to the tune of $200 million.
That's a big project, and I root for these guys all the time. I mean, Scott and Jacob Mosler, who's also a part of that. And Scott Senior is from Palatka area, so he's always had great roots there, and he was a part of the revitalization of what happened on the river there too. So it's a big project. I question the 4-star right next to a racetrack and an airport. That one's
They're doing brilliant things with sound dampening. These days.
sound dampening. Sound dampening as a hotel person, you're gonna need lots of sound dampening.
Okay, I'm
right
a
there.
pattern recognition person. Does anyone see anything in that picture?
Yeah.
Okay, just not. Okay,
So
Yep.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I see as well. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
Yeah, it's not just me.
now everyone does.
My bad. Sorry.
Sorry, Scott.
Yeah. So it's a big project. So I'm hoping they find the backers they need to make it happen, and they get the support. I think it's a rough place to have such a big complex. So they got a lot of marketing they're going to have to do, and they know how to do it. So rooting for them, and it'll be huge for the St. John's, for Putnam County.
Yeah. Well, this kind of complex is going to be loud. And so I get that it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but that
You're always going to try to find like NIMBYs anywhere.
yeah, there's going to be NIMBYs. And so the fewer the NIMBYs, the fewer the neighbors, the fewer the opportunities for NIMBYs. So I see what you're saying. Like, I mean, it's far out into nowhere, but I think this kind of complex would have to be. And
it definitely has to be away from everybody. I mean, even I don't know if you were here when we had the St. Augustine. The St. Augustine racetrack, and its biggest problem was the neighbors couldn't handle the sound.
Yeah.
So and I don't know if they're just doing training out there, and I like the component. I know they saw some first responders things there.
Yep.
That kind of track is good for law enforcement to practice on. I didn't see a skid pad. They need a skid pad.
So it's high-end driver training, test track, car storage facilities, recreational space, first responder training area, a racing museum, and the county's first four-star hotel.
Yeah. And it is Legacy, not Legacy.
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 Did
And
I say it right?
you were saying
I think
it
I said it
correctly.
right. Okay.
You actually were saying it correct.
Wait, hold on. So all this time we've been saying it incorrectly. Despite us being invited like multiple times and you working for the team.
Yeah.
Knowing your dad, he
Legacy.
probably says it wrong on purpose just to bother them.
That too. No, I mean, because when I first left the county, I worked with these guys.
Okay.
So I worked with them, and they helped me out on the walk, and so
Clearly you want to annoy them.
became close. Oh yeah, no, believe me, they'll pick back.
All right.
And Jacob did your first car.
Very
Mosler.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the Mosler who did the Land Rover for you.
that's
Very cool.
nice.
Did you not put that together, Blake?
No, I did not put that together.
Lovely associations.
So
Shout out
I wish
Buzzards.
them all the luck. I mean, that is a big project,
It is.
and when you put a project together like this, it takes years to actually do. So they're kind of in the first inning of a 9-inning race,
Yeah.
or 9-inning game, or race in there. They're in lap 1 of a 200 lap race.
Yes. We'll go that way.
Yeah, makes a better analogy.
Mhm.
So
All right. Well, good luck, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, first flag crossed. Yay.
Also by Amanda, I do have to call you out once again, like on air, because you told me a story about like how there was a NASCAR driver that died after he fell after a win.
Yes. So the NASCAR driver that was climbing out of the window and he fell and he hit his head. And I saw those initial reports and that he was taken to the hospital. And then
That's
I saw,
not true.
he broke his collarbone.
I saw,
He didn't die.
I saw a report. NASCAR driver dies after falling out the window. And I was
you
like,
made-
oh my goodness, Blake, did you hear about this?
Yeah.
And he's been laughing about it ever since.
Yes.
No, he did break his collarbone. He won his, like, that was his first win
That's
too.
vital.
wasn't it?
for life.
No. That was his like 6th win of the
Oh, it
year.
was his 6th win of the year. Okay, all right.
He-
But he
Call him out.
he caught his foot like on the door, because you know how they stand
Yeah.
on top of the car, and he caught his foot on the door, and he literally did like a
Thunk.
header
Yeah.
right. And I mean, he didn't have his helmet on.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
All I could think was Dr. Atkins when I saw those pictures,
Yeah.
though. Because, like, Dr. Atkins was the picture of health and, like, brought high-protein diets into the forefront of the zeitgeist and then slips and falls on ice and
Yeah.
dies.
No, he
like,
would- he-
instantly.
Yeah, so don't worry, everyone. Colin Zillich is all right. He's all right. He just has a broken
He
collarbone.
has a broken collarbone.
And
Someone lied on Facebook that he was gone.
how are you not surprised by that?
I didn't say I'm surprised. That's why I asked you, not on the air.
Well, everyone knows the famous Abraham Lincoln quote: "You
Yes.
can't believe everything you read on the internet."
He was the best one to listen to about the internet.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes. 100%. Moving on. Fish Camp residential development planned in St. John's. A new waterfront destination combining housing and dining could soon be coming to northwest St. Johns County. County records show a pre-application was filed Wednesday for the St. John's Fish Camp, planned near intersection State Road 16 and State Road 13, close to the Shands Bridge. The proposal includes 10 single-family home lots and a separate parcel for a fish camp-style restaurant. The site sits on open rural land and will be just minutes from the future First Coast Expressway, a 46-mile highway now under construction that will connect Interstate Interstate 10 in Duval County to Interstate 95 in St. Johns County. Developers say the location's proximity to the St. Johns River and the new expressway could make it a prime spot for both locals and visitors once completed. Yay.
All right. Well, I'm bittersweet about this one.
Okay.
This is where I take my boat.
All right.
And I take my boat there because I want to be secluded and away from everything.
Yeah. They found your fishing spot.
It's nice to have a restaurant there if I want to stop in and have something to eat on the boat.
Yeah.
But I'd rather not have people. I get on my boat to get away from people.
The 10 homes is not your idea of
Well,
fun.
the restaurant brings other boats pulling up to there
That's
and doing those type things. And when I'm on the boat, I'm not in peopling mode. So
Yeah.
I'm in nature mode.
You're definitely trying to get away from other humans.
Yes. Besides my family, I don't want other humans involved.
Yes.
So
Right on.
and sometimes not even the family.
I was going to say, how often you go on that boat alone, sir?
I never
Is that
go.
this weekend's plan?
I never go on the boat alone. I
No?
really don't. It is
That
a
doesn't sound safe.
it is a family thing.
Yeah.
So it's when we'll see when the bridge is done, because the bridge is under construction right
Okay.
now.
I know.
So and that's disrupting nature out there too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like in your area. We've got Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.84. We've got Owens on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.89. Shell at 146 King Street at $2.89. Sunoco on South Ponce at $2.89. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.89. Shell on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.95. A1A Discount Beverage is at $2.99. Gate on Mizell Road is $3.13. Mobile and Circle K is also $3.13. And the gate on US 1 North is at $3.18. That Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. That's 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. Joe Downing is at Guy Harvey Resort at 5 o'clock. Dave Watt-Besley is at Tides Oyster Company and Grill at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Tradewinds Lounge at 5. Matt Fowler is at Embassy Suites by Hilton at 5. Doug Hyde, a.k.a. the Duggernaut, is at Marina Munch at 5 o'clock. One Good Ring is at Funkadelic Food Shack at 5:30. Hudson Vance is at Salt Life Food Shack at 6 o'clock. Benny Jacobs is at Tides Oyster Company and Grill at 6. Vegas Grays at Pesca Villano by Michael Lugo at 6 o'clock. Claremont Duo is at Prohibition Kitchen at 6. Mark Metterhouse is at Mellow Mushroom St. John's at 6 o'clock. Jaja Flamenca is at La Cocina at the Cellar upstairs at 6 o'clock. Walt Kulwicki is at Oasis Deck and Restaurant at 6 o'clock. Mojo Hand is at Colonial Oak Music Park at 7 o'clock. Paper City Hustlers at Mellow Mushroom Mirabella at 7 o'clock. Joshua Tennessee Worthy is at Meehan's Irish Pub and Seafood House at 7 o'clock. Jolie is at Casa Divino at 57 at 7 o'clock. Kevin Edwards is at Ann O'Malley's Deli and Pub at 8 o'clock. Matt Wilson's at Cortesi's Bistro at 8 o'clock. Versatile is at Tradewinds Lounge at 8:30. Bad Dog Mama is at Barley Republic Irish Pub at 9 o'clock. And Alan Dalton and Terry Campbell are at Milltop Tavern at 9 o'clock. That music report brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted Best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System, an expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right, sir. We've got a storm that's way out there.
It's out there.
So we're not talking about it. But because there's meteorologist talk and banter, it reminded me of a story that was trending. A Minnesota meteorologist, Nick Jansen, blasted for texting his wife during severe weather report. So this man is in a 3-hour stint about all kinds of crazy storms. These are tornadoes. These are crazy thunderstorms. He's on the job reporting, letting everybody know, but his family's out there. And so on air, he texts his wife just to make sure, like, you guys found shelter, right? His wife and his 6-month-old baby.
Okay.
Which I don't blame him. If I'm like stuck in here reporting about some natural disaster and I'm trying to inform you guys, I'm also going to be checking to make sure my family's okay. He received some nasty emails saying that he was unprofessional.
Screw those people.
And what kind of wife do you have that you have to remind her to get safe? What an a-hole. Tell me you don't have a wife and a child without telling me.
Tell Captain Sweatpants to go pound sand. That's ridiculous. I
Right?
can tell you, I mean, when you're in the EOC, you're constantly checking on your family.
Yeah.
And you're making sure, because you have a level of guilt because your work's taking you away from your family.
Yeah.
Good husband, good dad, good job for you. Screw the guy who said it.
Yes, exactly. The guy that sent the email.
Yeah, I dare you to send something to me like that. Yeah, that would just be wonderful. I would enjoy that conversation.
It hit close to home because growing up, my dad was a doctor. And so when a hurricane would come, he was at the hospital. That's where he had to be. So we had to evacuate with my mom, just my brother and I. Sometimes we had the dogs with us. If we had to evacuate, we had to do it without my dad. And that was 100% of the time. And so my dad would definitely hop out of the room and call and make sure that we were okay. Like, screw you, dude.
Yeah.
Who the hell are
I don't
you?
know if it was a male or a female.
Oh.
Either one, you
Yeah.
can, and if it was more than one, you both can go in the same hill.
Yeah, sit and spin.
Yeah.
All right. Moving back to the news.
You just threw that in just to get me riled
I know.
up, didn't you? That was
I did. Not only did I mention the hurricane, you don't want to talk about it.
yeah. It's
Happy Friday.
it's a little summer breeze is what it is. Bermuda might hate it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
No, and today's topic on my 2 cents on Troy's 2 cents is about being present for your family.
Yeah.
So screw you.
Screw you, guy. Send him Troy's 2 cents.
Yeah.
All right. King Street Bridge replacement project in St. Augustine to begin in 2026 per FDOT. Big changes are coming to one of St. Augustine's busiest gateways. The Florida Department of Transportation says work on the King Street Bridge replacement is set to begin January 2026, right after the Nights of Light season wraps up. FDOT says the project aims to have a new bridge open within 12 months. Fingers crossed. Plans call for 2 11-foot travel lanes, 1 11-foot turn lane, a 10-foot by 6-inch sidewalk on the north side, a 6-foot by 6-inch sidewalk on the south side. Man. The design will also feature aesthetic lighting, upgraded railings, and pavement markings for cyclists. Lovely. A detour will be in place at Malaga Street during construction, with a new traffic signal being installed to help manage the flow. FDOT will announce the exact start date closer to the project's kickoff. Do you think the south side sidewalk is going to feel inadequate because of the size of the north side sidewalk?
Yeah, it's probably going to have sidewalk envy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's colder on the south side.
Walk on the south side just to make it feel better about itself.
Yeah. Build up its confidence.
Sorry, it's Friday. I'm not appropriate today.
Yeah. And it's Friday, and I'm not appropriate any day.
I'm not excited about this project at all. I don't care that it's going to have pretty lighting.
Try to live where we're living. I mean,
Oh,
this one stinks. I mean, the engineers that are in it are are in our building, so I get to talk to them on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they chose to wait until after Night of Lights. Hopefully, it only affects one Night of Lights. It will affect 2 4th of Julys. But this one's not. I mean, this one's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a lot. Downtown's going to be rough because this one's going to be going on the same time they're doing the wall, and then shortly after that, they're going to do some type of roundabout. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I know it's been modified again. So yeah, downtown's we're kind of Boston went through what's called the big dig.
Oh yeah.
I think this next couple of years is going to be St. Augustine's challenge of if you survive being a downtown resident over the next couple of years, you put in your stripes.
Yeah.
So,
Would we call it the Big Dig?
Yeah. I don't know if this would be a big dig because everything went underground at Boston.
Oh, for sure.
So we should have put a tunnel instead of a bridge for Bridge Alliance.
Right.
Why don't we call it like the bridge break?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully that's the kindest name to, because I mean, I could see it being a cluster.
Hopefully
if they don't get it right, and I've been picking on the guys, and I was like, I hope you guys got a good contract because they're earning it.
Are there any incentives for like finishing early?
Well, there's penalties if you don't.
I know, but like incentives for finishing early. Let's see if we can do that.
Yeah.
Finishing early and not immediately sinking.
If you're in the construction industry, the longer a job goes out, it's more expensive for the contractor than it is anyone else because their contract was for X amount.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's change orders. Change orders are different breed altogether. But if it's the main contract, finishing early is incentive to yourself because it makes your company more efficient and you make more money. So yeah, there is incentives, but it's self-induced. I doubt there's a bonus for finishing early. Yeah, but there probably is a penalty for finishing late.
All right. Hopefully it's not soon nicknamed the debacle, because it's going to reroute all of our lives.
Yeah.
And the US one when it looks like it's kind of coming to an end, but
Don't say
I got
anything.
I got a little battle going between the Wharf Restaurant and the US One project.
Yeah.
They've been going on about the exact same time.
the one that replaced Santa Maria.
Yeah.
That's been under construction forever.
So those two projects have been going. I mean, they're neck and neck right
Yeah.
now. You can kind of see the finish line on both,
Mm-hmm.
but you've seen the finish line for a long time. So it's like the turtle and the snail, you know.
For sure. The slowest race
Yeah.
ever to exist.
You know what a snail says when he's riding a turtle's back?
Woo!
Whee! And you got to put the hands up.
Yeah.
Whee!
Give it. All right. St. Johns County launches plans for inaugural legislative day on February 5th, 2026. Mark your calendars. St. Johns County is heading to Tallahassee for a first of its kind event. On February 5th, 2026, local leaders, business owners, and community partners will gather at the state capitol for the inaugural St. Johns County Legislative Day.
Woo!
Organizers say it will be an immersive showcase of the county's history, culture, food, and entertainment.
Yeah.
Pack your coolers, boys. We're going. Giving lawmakers a firsthand experience of what makes the area unique. The goal is to advocate for policies and funding to strengthen the economy, improve infrastructure, and enhance quality of life for the growing community. Just move in and start pounding goon-based matches. They'll give us whatever we want just to get you out.
Going back to tally.
The event is being led by the county's Office for Intergovernmental Affairs, alongside the St. Johns County Chamber of Commerce, the City of St. Augustine, and the City of St. Augustine Beach. Assistant Director Joel Sneed says it's all about building key relationships with lawmakers and promoting public-private collaborations.
Wait, what's his title?
Assistant Director Joel Sneed.
Oh, okay. Hey, Joel, I didn't know you were there.
Partnership opportunities.
I saw him a couple weeks ago, and I said, "You're retired, right?" He's like, "Nope, still with the county." I didn't know what his title was. So
There it is.
You're welcome.
that's why we did this show.
Trying to help you out.
Good guy, great guy.
Update
Great
your
guy.
contacts.
Yeah.
Partnership opportunities are open to local businesses and residents, and the event is free to attend. To learn more or get involved, visit stjohnscountyday.com.
St. John. I've been to many St. Johns County days, and the one that sticks out to me the most is, St. Johns County days. You get to meet all the dignitaries, and this is when I met most of the governors that I have met. But this is when I met Jeb Bush. I was wearing tights, and I was dressed as Ponce de Leon.
Yes!
Oh my god.
So, and
Which
we were.
had to have chapped your ass
they-
even more because you're not a fan of the Bushes.
Well, I didn't mind Jeb because Jeb
Okay.
was doing the right thing with how he was handling the hurricanes and
All right.
and he was doing a lot of the right things at that time. So it was early 2000s, I think, maybe the late. I think it was early 2000s.
Okay.
Dang it! I was trying my best to find a photo of it. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, there's
Dang,
one.
you're
There's
lucky.
one with me and a guy in a Space Coast suit
All right.
as Ponce. If you can find that picture, Blake, because it is pretty funny.
Awesome.
But he's a tall dude.
Jeb,
Yeah, he's like 6'4", 6'5".
that's why the exclamation point.
Yeah, and I didn't realize he was that tall, and I'm not a tall guy.
What are you talking about?
I'm 5'8".
You're taller than me.
Yeah, I'm not super short, but
Just barely.
when you stand next to someone who's 6'5",
Yeah.
you don't feel tall.
My college boyfriend was 6'4".
Yeah.
I
So-
felt little.
But no, but I mean the first time I was there for St. Johns County Day, I was the only one who fit in the outfit. It's like working at a construction site. And you always have someone that has to go under the house, and
Yeah.
I was that size guy. I was the guy who had to go in the attic. I was the guy who had to go under the house. Yeah. Sometimes it's not great being small.
As roughly your same height, I'm very glad I never worked construction because I'm not shimmying underneath buildings that need someone to shimmy underneath. I'm not doing that.
The worst ones are the ones where you only have one way in and one way out, and then you have to crawl backwards.
Your shirt goes up and everything.
Well, you got dirt everywhere at that
Yeah.
point, and it's not the shirt where the dirt's going in.
Okay.
So,
Good to know.
yeah, just letting you know. And Cindy says, I remember that.
Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
I will fancifully frolic through the Fantastic Fans features.
You got it.
I don't know if I nailed that one or not, Bobby. I apologize.
That fanciful frolic is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs. Proudly family owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom prefab portable building that is built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us comments.
All right. Tim unfortunately was not in the comments, but happy birthday to Tim and Pastor Jeff today.
Nice.
Two friends that have the same birthday.
For sure.
BP was at 314. Wawa was at 313. Thank you, Joy, for that. There was a lot of discussion of the enunciation of Lagasse. Scotty. And Bobby said if I was in Vietnam, I would have been a tunnel rat. I'm still a tunnel rat. So
He dug his own tunnel.
I dig my tunnels all the time.
Yes, that you almost said dig your own tunnels.
All right. So you went back to the other one. You still couldn't find the. Yeah, that's not the right picture.
There's no tights present in that photo.
That's creepy 70s porn star mustache. That's not it.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's what that one is. So I don't know what I was really thinking.
With
at
a
that time.
plume.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with that time of my life. So
Do you ever know what you're thinking?
not until it actually comes out of my
Okay.
mouth. It's usually
Depends on how
there's not a lot of processing. It just and it's there and the filter's gone and
We got it.
But it also definitely depends on how much blood's in his alcohol system.
yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So
100%. Do we have a stardom stat?
we do. On this day, 1947, right after World War II, today's the day India and Pakistan got their independence.
Okay.
And the Punjab in the northern part of India, it has quite a bit of Muslims still in that area, and it kind of was split up Hindu and Muslim. But where the Punjabs were, there was still a lot of battling that went on, and there was still a lot of violence during the separation and the independence. That was a struggle for many years, and there's still some conflict a little bit there.
Okay.
But all of it was one country at one point, and then Pakistan was separated, and it was separated pretty much by the division of the dominance of religion.
Okay, so it was a religious divide that divided the country.
Yeah, because most of Pakistan is Muslim, and India is mostly Hindu.
Okay. Alrighty. I know there's still some bubbling up of tensions in the UK because there's a lot of Pakistani and Indian immigrants into the UK, and some of those tensions arise in the streets.
Well, it's Pakistan and India, but it's mostly Muslim and Hindu.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
is the base of it. So.
Yeah, right on. All right, that's Totem Stat brought to you by St. August Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right on the corner of Iberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today and tomorrow. It's delicious.
Yeah, and they're done with that construction out front. It's starting to look really, really nice, and so I'm happy for those guys. They suffered too because a lot of people thought they were closed.
For sure.
They were never closed. They worked through all that, and I'm happy to see Augie and their teams on the other side of that.
Yeah, that was a hard thing to go through. Do we have plugs, Troy?
We have plugs. Just have a beautiful weekend. It's going to be hot. Kids are back to school. They've had their first week of school.
Yep.
Do something to celebrate them having that rough week.
Ice cream for dinner.
And stick around for Troy's 2 cents at 9:04 today.
I was going to do it for you if you didn't.
Oh, thank you.
Troy's 2 cents, 9:04 today. Do you have any plugs for us, Blake?
Actually, so next Monday, while Amanda's doing her classes, we're actually going on the morning show. We're gonna have the St. Augustine High School Yellow Jackets football coach Brian Braddock on.
Yeah, because
awesome.
the following Friday is the first home game against Palatka. So it's St. Augustine's biggest rivalry.
Yeah.
Our longest running rivalry, at least. So it'll be nice to have the coach in here.
That's awesome. Very cool. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to YouTube, and Rumble. Tune in Monday for that amazing interview. Bye.
Bye-bye.